Unraveling the mystery of Glenn Miller. Join me as I dig into the mystery of what really happened to Glenn Miller during World War II. We'll piece together the clues and see if I can try to solve this historical puzzle. In this video, you'll explore the intriguing story of Glenn Miller, the legendary musician and band leader, and his involvement in World War II. When the United States entered World War II, Glenn Miller was at the height of his career. He was 38 years old, and his music was beloved by millions. But despite his success, Miller felt the call to duty and decided to enlist in the Army Air Forces. He was commissioned as a captain and assigned to the Army Air Forces Band, which was tasked with entertaining the troops and boosting morale. Miller's decision to enlist was a surprising one, especially given his age and fame. Many people thought he was too old to fight, and that his music was more valuable to the war effort than his military service. But Miller was determined to do his part, even if it meant putting his music career on hold. Miller's military career was not without its risks. As a member of the Army Air Forces Band, he was tasked with traveling to military bases and performing for the troops. This meant that he was often in close proximity to combat zones, and his plane was occasionally attacked by enemy fighters. Despite the dangers, Miller was committed to his mission, and he threw himself into his work. He traveled extensively, performing for troops in the United States, the UK, and eventually occupied France. Glenn Miller's music had a profound impact on military morale during World War II. His unique blend of jazz, swing, and big band music lifted the spirits of soldiers and civilians alike. Wherever he went, he brought a sense of joy and hope, and his music became an integral part of the war effort. Miller's contributions to the war effort went beyond just his music. He was a natural leader, and he quickly rose through the ranks, eventually becoming a major in the army. He was tasked with organizing entertainment for the troops, and he worked tirelessly to ensure that every soldier had access to good music and good company. As the war dragged on, Miller's music became more and more important. He continued to perform and record, even as the Allies began their push into occupied Europe. And it was on one of these performances that Miller's life took a dramatic turn. On December 15, 1944, Glenn Miller boarded a small plane bound for Paris. He was scheduled to perform for the troops in recently liberated France, and he was excited to bring his music to the soldiers who needed it most. But as the plane flew over the English Channel, it vanished into thin air. The plane was never seen again, and Miller's body was never recovered. Theories about Miller's disappearance abound, from enemy fire to bad weather to pilot error. But despite numerous investigations, the exact circumstances of his death remain a mystery. Even in death, Glenn Miller's music has continued to inspire generations of musicians and music lovers. His legacy is a testament to the power of music to bring people together and lift their spirits, even in the darkest of times. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mystery of Glenn Miller's disappearance. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to check out our video on other famous figures from World War II and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay illuminated with Illuminating Bites.